Hello everyone. In this lecture we will see recording type of rain gauge. In last lecture we saw about non-recording type rain gauge, that was Simon rain gauge, and in this lecture we will see first about the advantages over non-recording rain gauge. So, rainfall recorded in this case is automatic. In recording rain gauge, also it gives the intensity of rainfall at any time, while in non-recording type rain gauge gives the total rainfall in particular interval of time. So, this is the difference between the recording and non-recording rain gauge, and no attendant is required when we install these recording rain gauges in far off places because it takes the reading automatically, while in case of non-recording rain gauges we saw that attendant is needed, and attendant is a person who takes the reading at a particular occasion, and the possibility of human error is also prevented in the case of recording rain gauge. So, we will see what are the disadvantages of recording rain gauge. So, it is very costly and fault may be developed in electrical or in mechanical mechanism in recording the rainfall. First we will see the tipping bucket type. So, this is a 30.5 centimeter size rain gauge used by US Weather Bureau, and the catch from the funnel falls onto one pair of small buckets. Catch from the funnel means the water which is collected in the funnel, it falls on one pair of the small bucket, and this bucket is so balanced that when the 25 mm of rainfall is collected in one bucket, it tips and brings the other bucket in position, and the water is collected in the storage can. So, this tipping actuates an electrically driven pen to plot the intensity of rainfall with time. So, the water in the storage can is measured regularly to give the total rainfall. So, this is the diagram for tipping type rain gauge, which is also known as the automatic rain gauge, and in this we can see that it consists of the following components. So, first we can see there is a sharp edge receiver at the top, and next is funnel, and tipping bucket is provided in the center, and storage tank is provided below the tipping bucket, and the measuring tube is provided at the bottom. So, the diameter of this sharp edge receiver, we can see that it is 300 mm. Actually it is 300 mm, and here it is in this diagram it is we can see 30.0 mm, but the diameter of the sharp edge receiver is 300 mm, and in centimeter here it is mentioned that it is 30.5 centimeter size, and the rainwater is received by sharp edge receiver, and at the end of this receiver conical flask is provided, and the pair of small buckets are provided which are known as the tipping buckets. These are pivoted just below the funnel as shown in the figure, and these two buckets are designed in such a way that when 0.25 mm of the rainfall collects in one bucket, and then it tips and allow to empty this water into the storage tank just below it, and at the same time the other bucket is comes under the funnel to collect the next rainfall. So this way it is constructed, and the functioning of this tipping bucket type, in this the tipping of the bucket is connected to an electric circuit, and this circuit makes a pen to mark on a record sheet which is mounted on a clock driven revolving drum. Each mark on the record sheet is equal to 0.25 mm of rainfall, and by counting the number of mark on the sheet, intensity of the rainfall in this case it can be determined. And in this the movement of the tipping bucket which takes place, it can also be transmitted electronically to the control room or over a distances, and thus the rainfall is directly recorded into the control room without any manpower, and in this case no graph paper is required, and the total rainfall determined from the records at the end of the day can also be checked and verified by measuring the rainwater collected in the storage tank. So this rainwater collected in the storage tank is measured with the help of the graduated measuring tube. So as we saw in the previous lecture that in case of the Simon rain gauge also the collected water is measured with the help of the graduated measuring tube. In the same manner this is measured in this case also, and the suitability of this rain gauge are more suitable to measure the rainfall in hilly areas and areas which are not accessible. So tipping type is used in the hilly areas, and this can be because of the movement of the tipping buckets transmitted electronically over a distance, and at the hilly areas there is no need of any manual recording of the rainfall, and actually it is not possible to take any manual recording over hilly areas. So as this is the automatic type of rain gauge, so this rain gauge is used at that the areas which is not accessible. And next we will see this is the actual image for tipping bucket type, and the next type of recording rain gauge is waving bucket type. So in this the catch empties into a bucket mounted on a waving scale, and the weight of the bucket are recorded with the time. The mechanism has the capacity to run for as long as 1 week. So this mechanism has the capacity to run for a week, and this instrument waving type also gives us the plot of gives us the plot of accumulated rainfall against the time. So this is the diagram for a waving bucket type, and it consists of, first we can see rainwater receiving funnel, and it consists of the catch bucket, that is the collecting bucket, and cylindrical metal case is also there in this, and pen arm is provided, and at the left side we can see that rotating chart. At the left side we can see revolving drum with wrapped graph paper is provided, and rotating chart plus extension spring is also provided, and there is a balance linkage mechanism, and in this case the rainwater passes through a funnel into a bucket. It is collected in the bucket, and this bucket is placed on the waving platform, or we can say waving plan of a spring balance or lever balance, which is shown in the figure, and the functioning of this waving bucket type In this, how it functions we will see. So when the weight of the bucket is increased due to rainwater, then the platform is moved, and the movement of the weighing platform is transmitted to through a system of links and lever to the pen arm, or we can say that pen marker. So this movement is of weighing platform is transmitted to a pen arm, and this pen arm marks or trace the collected amount of rainfall on a graduated graph, and the graduated graph is wrapped around a clock driven revolving drum, which is shown in the figure, and thus increasing the weight of the bucket helps in recording the rainfall with time by moving a pen on a revolving drum. And this is the waving bucket type, actual image of the waving bucket type. So it consists of a storage bin which is waved to record the mass. It weighs rain or snow which falls into a bucket set on a platform with a spring or lever balance. The increasing weight of the bucket and its contents are recorded on a chart, and the record shows the accumulation of precipitation. And the third type is the natural siphon type. This is also known as the floating type rain gauge, and in this the rainfall is collected by the funnel shaped collector, and into a float chamber it causes a float to rise, and due to this a pen attached to the float through a lever records the elevation of float driven by clockwork mechanism. A siphon arrangement empties the float chamber when float reaches the maximum preset value. Its details are prescribed in IS 5235196. So now in this case we will see the diagram of the floating type of rain gauge. It consists of the gunmetal ring, rainwater collector or receiver, funnel, filter, entrance tube, revolving drum with recording paper or graph, and also it consists of pen arm and float chamber, siphon chamber, discharge tube, and PCC platform. So this diagram shows the construction of the floating type of rain gauge, and in this case the entry of rainwater through the funnel goes to the chamber called as float chamber, and when the level of the rainwater collected in the float chamber increases, then the float moves up. Connecting rod is fixed to the float and the pen. When the float moves up, then the pen connected to it through a connecting rod make a trace of collected amount of rainfall on a graduated chart, or we can say the collected amount of rainfall is means it is noted down on the graph paper wrapped around a clock driven revolving drum, and this float chamber is entirely filled by the rainwater, then it is automatically becomes empty by means of the siphon. And the suitability of these float recording gauges, in India this type of rain gauge is adopted by the IMD, that is Indian Meteorological Department, as the standard self recording type rain gauge. So this is the actual image for float recording gauges, how it looks, and in next lecture we will see some methods of calculating the average rainfall. So we will find out the average annual rainfall of a catchment by using the different types of methods